Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time doing another Halloween review, and this one is on the Adventure Time episode, Slumber Party Panic. Now, as you know, the first episode in Adventure Time for the first season was Slumber Party Panic, which was the first episode to be aired on Cartoon Network on April the 5th, 2010, and the production codes were meant to be the 9th episode, which means some of the episodes got aired out of order, but given the fact the first season was mostly random adventures and being slightly light-hearted, until the later seasons would go kind of more darker and more edgier. So, since this episode is technically like a Halloween-themed one, wanted to do the episode as my own Halloween review. Now, the premise of the episode is meant to be about Finn and Princess Bubblegum trying to raise the dead from the Candy Kingdom, and we kind of see how, after a bit of a screw-up, we kind of see how the dead kind of risen up again, and we see how Princess Bubblegum and Finn have to keep everyone under control, and sort of not let the people who are still alive in the Candy Kingdom know about what's going on. So we kind of see how Finn is kept under a royal promise to kind of keep the situation under control and not tell anyone. So of course we see how Finn tries to take the situation under control, and we see how Jake kind of tries to find out more about what's going on, and we kind of see how Finn tries to keep the situation under control despite being under a lot of pressure. And I think for the most part, given the fact it's kind of like the first episode, it's not really going to be too big. I think what makes the episode work is that there's a bit of a message and a moral about keeping to your promises and trying to deal with the outcomes of breaking a promise, which I think does work. And we kind of see how not only does Princess Bubblegum and Finn have to try and keep everything under control, we kind of see how Finn has to make sure the candy people don't know about the zombie outbreak, as well as making sure to keep everyone entertained, making sure nothing goes wrong. And I think for the most part, what I think the episode does get right at, it kind of gives you this Dawn of the Dead feel, or a kind of zombie outbreak story, which I think does work. And I think what the episode also gets right at is we kind of see Finn from the first season a bit more as a dumb but kind of good-hearted kid despite his screw-ups. And I think with the zombie candy people really do kind of add a lot more to the plate, as you can kind of tell that there's a bit of a message with bringing people who are dead back, is that sometimes it's best not to mess with what God intended, and sometimes trying to bring things back from the dead can come with dangerous repercussions. So I think the first episode is alright, but it's not going to be perfect. Again, usually when there's a first episode, you know there's going to be a few screw-ups, you know there's going to be a few kind of early stuff than what there should be. So I think the episode definitely deserves a thumbs up. It's still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.